Hello, hello, hello there, everyone. and Welcome to the stream. We're back with more Morrowind today. I'm pretty excited because we're doing something that's pretty new for us. By pretty new, I mean completely new because I have not played this part of the main story's quest before. So I'm kind of excited to see how everything turns out. I know I'm starting a lot later than normally, and that's just because I had some stuff I had to deal with. But we're here now, and we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and get right to it, shall we? I love the pop-in. OBS is so unreliable. It's great. Anyways, let's get some nice little background music. We have a quest on someone's mouth. Mouth stuff. We did a quest about killing someone in a shop last time as well. Where's Cassius? She's gone. Cassius. Did a lot of stuff on the 27th, apparently. Oh, the 26th, okay. Success to the sun coming. Crisis, according to Gilvis Barillo. In such troubled times, the Dunmer may turn to ancient pillars of faith, the ancestors in the Daedra, and the prophet visions granted by Lord Azura. Then they may look to the Nerevarines, Saint Nerevar reborn, lead them against the grim armies of Dagoth. Okay. Let's see, quests. Spoke with the one who called himself Sleeper. He called me by name. I spoke to Lender's Bilal, who had been driven mad by the dreams of Dagoth. His house, his former sleeper thanked me, promised me to tell others how to say it. Same thing. Options. Okay, that's not helpful. Did I never turn in Fargoth's hiding place? I could have sworn I did that. But oh well. Probably not. Uh, not for sure Sleeper's Awake would be the one. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little quick Morrowind quest. Let's find out what the name of the quest we're on is. Ba, ba, ba. Found the reveal. We went to the thingy secret place. Path being current. Okay, well, no idea. Best guess is that we go back up to the Ursulaka camp and hope we find what we're looking for there. Oh, wow. Also, you can like really move around with the slow fall. There's just 1 point in slow fall. It's crazy. It's like I'm Superman every time I jump. I'm like, wee. It's kind of funny. At least it is to me. I know what that place is. That's Nesis, which means I'm not going the right way. Building navigation. Ouch. Hey. And then the Ursulaku camp is like somewhere over here. There it is, I found it. I'm here. I don't know who I need to talk to though.
Is there something I can do for you?
You can move out of the way, yeah. Let's start talking to. Start talking to you. Hi.
Is there something?
Divine Mesa has said that she will share counsel with you concerning the Evergreen prophecies. Okie dokie. Divine Mesa. You have no idea? Yeah, hi. Go ahead. Do you have questions about the Evergreen prophecies or other questions? Sure. Okay, Lost Prophecies is new. I'll give you what I can, what counsel I can, but I only see what may be, not what must be. You have these lost prophecies. You will tell me these things over and over until I have them by heart, and then you will tell me what these priests say that they see in these words, and then you must leave me, hunt, sleep, train, feed, learn the land. I must bring these things into me and place them before my ancestors. I listen to them, and to the skies and stars of my dreams, and then when the moons have come and gone, get ready for shit, return, and I will give you my judgment. Okay. You tell me these last prophecies. My judgment. The ancestors and stars have given me clear signs. I didn't even leave though. Why tell me to leave if you don't actually care if I leave or not? The ancestors and stars have given me clear signs. The last prophecies leave no doubt. The incarnate shall be an outlander. You, blessed by Azura, must lift the 7 curses of Dagoth Ur. Prophecy has shown the 7 steps of the Nevergreen's path, and I have been chosen as your guide for each step on that path, and I will read the signs and show you the way. It is time for you to walk the path of the 7 visions and pass the 7 trials of the 7 visions. Okay. You are born on a certain day to uncertain parents, so you have passed the first trial. My dreams show me that you also fulfill the second trial, that neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. I have read the signs, but I cannot understand. Can you explain this to me? Tell how I got corpus disease and was cured. That you have overcome the curse of flesh is strange enough, but that should protect you from blight and age and past belief is past belief. Yet the signs of my dreams are clear. You have passed the second trial. But the third trial is unfulfilled. The mystery of the third trial is not my secret to share. Go to Sulmatul, the guardian of our cult, and he shall tell you of the third trial. When you have fulfilled the third trial, return to me for guidance and next step on the path to the Nevergreen. Okay. Those shrines are called the Cavern of the Incarnate. There are secrets I may not tell you about the cavern. Do not ask. Okay, I gotta go to Sulmatul now. Hi.
Do you have something to say?
We should know about their trial, and I shall tell you. Alright, great! You have entered the path of the Nevergreen. This is a hard thing to believe. But Nibani Mesa has spoken to me at length of this when. And I have had time to consider. Therefore I shall keep my own counsel, and set before you my own test. I do not dispute with the wise women, but their women. But their ways are not the ways of the warrior. Many before you try the path of the Nevergreen, but on the fail of the warrior's test, you must have strength, courage, and cunning. These things I will test. What test? You won't, because you would. Nearby lies Kaguri, the ancient halls of the forgotten house Dagoth. In recent times, creatures of the blight have come to dwell there. I myself went there with some brave hunters and came back again, but it was a bad place. And I am not ashamed to say I was afraid for myself and my men. If you would have from me the secret of the third trial, the cavern's dark, where Azura's eye sees, you will first bring to me 3 tokens from Dark Koharun. Okay. The first token is Corpus Weepings from my Corpus Beast, to show that you are proof against the disease's corruption. The second token is a cup with a mark of the house Dagoth, for I have myself seen such cups there and will No, you have seen with your eyes what I have seen with mine. The third token is the shadow shield which lies in the tomb of Dagon Murin. Lava tiles. Oh, okay. Deep beneath ruin Kogorun. Bring these things to me, and then I will tell you the secret of the test. Okay, great. Kogorun was an ancient Dunmer stronghold. And let me mark it on your map. People can always mark it on your map, apparently. Go by day in good weather, or you may miss your way. Follow the coast east of the Shalako camp to the ruined Dunmer stronghold called Valenvarian. Then turn southwest. You'll see Ebernanet, a ruined Daedric shrine. Continue south from Ebernanet to Kogorun. Great table of stone with many ruined buildings. There are many rooms. The passages are old and deep beneath our caverns, our caves, with pools of fire. It is a bad place. Go prepared. Okay. So he's gonna mark it on a map. Follow the east. Follow the coast east from Rishilaku to a ruined Dummer stronghold. Then turn southwest to Ebernaet. So east to Valenvarian. Then southwest Ebernaet. And then south. East, southwest. Oh, that wasn't actually east. That was southeast. Oopsie. Oh, that's so much nicer. Is this what I'm looking for? Oh, it is. You have me stuck. And then I go southwest to Ebernanet. That's not southwest. Hold on. Oh, I can just see it on the map. Excuse me, I gotta go. Bye. Sorry, but I'm not interested in being sidetracked by a cave that's not gonna have anything of value to me. Kagaroon! Pop. What's our blunt at? 45. Let's just go in from the bottom. It'd be a little weird to go in elsewhere. Oh no, Feral Salamon's corpse. That's so unfortunate for you, dude. I'm so sorry. It's kind of expensive armor, though. Especially the curious. How curious. Ah. Why they give him gloves? It's like they intended him to wear them, but they forgot that you can't wear gloves with gauntlets or something. I don't know. Did that reflect onto me? No, I don't think it did. Okay. And now he's dead. Corpus weepings. Eh. So I need to get one corpus weepings from a corpus beast. Oh, I don't even know if that counts then. Let's not assume. Ah, he paralyzed me. Stop. That's not. Hold on. That's Soul Trap, right? Okay. Where's my illustration? Oh, again. I forgot. What was my healing spell called? It was something. Oh dear, what was it called? Not call humanoid. No, no, no. Definitely not that. Demoralized creature? No, it's tempting, but no. Divine intervention. No, I don't want to use that. What was it called? I don't want to fortify my magic. It was like Hearth Heal or something, right? Oh, there it is. I'm blind as shit. Let's just keep healing up a little bit. Hi, Woo Woo. Okay, back to 720p. It wasn't like that already? Hold on 1 second. Let me check something. Oh, yeah. It's still the only setting. Resist paralysis should be cheap to enchant on something. Yeah, I probably should get it. Because it only just slows things down. But I feel like it's also the only real way anything can kill me. So I probably shouldn't. Pretty sure I got that in another enchantment onto something extravagant clothing. It gave me transcoding in the last stream? That's weird. Hey, you missed. Oh, now he's fighting back. Eh. Got him. That's strange. Yay. Quick question. Do you have any idea why this person... Nah, it probably doesn't matter. They probably weren't planning on actually wearing them. We'll just go with that. So ignore that question. So I gotta get a Shadow Shield. I gotta get Corpus Weepings. Excuse me. Great, thank you. What was it? Corpus Weepings, a cup with the mark of the House of Dagoth. Corpus Stalker. Anyways, Corpus Weepings from a Corpus Beast. Not Stalker. I missed. That's I'll probably know. I was just wondering why that corpse had gloves, even though they had gauntlets. But I mean, I carry stuff around that I don't use too, so. That's a good enough explanation, I suppose. Parchment with scrawlings. Maybe sometimes they don't want to wear the gauntlets. Maybe sometimes they want to wear gloves. But it just made me think that maybe they had at one point planned on making it where you could wear gloves underneath the gauntlets. Okay, I'll ask. I definitely have an answer even if I don't know. You know what? We should all aspire to be like that, to be fair. Yeah, that's definitely a stable tower. Won't collapse at all. You sure? Yeah. All cries are waking. White is white of all white. Black is black of all black. Shame and sun. Sun and shadow. Stronger than gods, brighter than mortals. Only he is awake. Only he is alive. He knows the names of the naming. He knows the weight of the waiting. He enters into every star and moon. He shines through their shadows. Is this about Daenerys? But yeah, I was just wondering if they had at one point, if you knew whether or not they had at one point planned on making it where you could wear gloves underneath gauntlets or not. I know, I think Kingdom Come Deliverance does that. I know you can wear other things underneath, like the heavy armor, but I can't remember if you could wear gloves underneath the gauntlets or not in Kingdom Come. One shape, one spelling, one wraith, one casting. From darkness he is armed, from light he is warded. I haven't played it in so long. I've been wanting to do a hardcore challenge of it for a while, and I keep forgetting. He is all things, Drake, Lich, the Omen. On rivers of fire he cometh forth, through storms of dreams he rides, with silvers of steel he pierces the heart. And with Tears of the Kingdom coming out, I probably won't have time to do it anytime soon. All spells, powers, curses broken! The chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see you with my eye, you see you hiding over there. And all is silence. I wake, I remember. Lord! I'll take that in case I want to read it again later. Those are just bricks, there's no iron bars. Good to know. Some loot is RNG, so possible for both to spawn on a generic enemy if it's their loot options. Well, the guy was like an already dead NPC, so it felt like it was maybe set, but that's why I didn't consider the RNG aspect. But I suppose it's possible they also have random. Yo, actually, I do remember there was one thing I was trying to find a long while back in a sewer. I think it was adamantine or something like that. And I remember there was a corpse that could randomly have it, so I guess that makes sense, yeah. Random RNG pool for even the random corpses. Makes sense. Now that I think about it. You don't need to do that. You can make a difference. You can make it right. You can make it better. And now you're dead. I guess we had to fight. I hate that fucking song so much. Still need to finish Kingdom Come. Download it again after the update and then install it again since I don't have time and need the space. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of what I did. I installed it for the space, and then I just completely forgot about it. Another ebony spear. I'll take it. Long story short, spearing you the details. You go around again. You again? I don't wanna. I'm just gonna make this a little quicker. I'm just gonna make this a little quicker. Okay, now. That way we don't have to swing at you for half an hour. With you paralyzing me, because that's about to go to the outside. Yeah, that's the outside. Okay, that's what I thought. And then we need to go. I went the wrong way. Now we just need to go downstairs. All right, cool. Corpse beast, please. You're not really a corpus beast. First, that'll be more effort since I have all the software I use set up. Ash salts. Hello? I guess we can get these. $18. Great. Good. Alright, glad I checked that, just in case. Hi, dead dude. Dead hero. 18,600. I'll take that. 28,000. I'll take that. I should probably just put. Looks like a dream catcher kind of vaguely. Probably should just put lockpicks on a hotkey though. Yeah, I don't need this one anymore, so let's do. Yeah. Another dead hero. Crab meat, ebony, salts. I can't remember exactly what it was that inspired me to want to do Kingdom Come Deliverance again. Play through it. I think I had seen a video just randomly that I think it was this anyways. I can't remember if there was anything else. So I saw a few videos, but there was one video that showed someone killing everyone in the town. And it's like a really long and annoying grind to do that. I don't think I want to do that though. I think I just want to do a run with all the negative attributes and start over if I die. Cause that would be fun. And maybe like have a save for after the tutorial is done or the intro sequence to where it opens up. And then if I die, reload to that. I don't know. I think that would probably be better than going through the entire intro again and again. Hi! I like the spikes on the Ice Atronachs though, I gotta say. Need to get back to X4 Foundations to check out the new DLC I was waiting for months. Oh. You don't have anything I need. X4 Foundation. Sounds from you again. God damn it. Stop it. Oh no, that's blight. I don't want you to do that. Because then I have to heal it with a potion, and I don't want to do that. Speed is way too high. Shit. Not being at the frost salts? I mean, they're only useful for alchemy, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, you remember. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's mainly because I obsess, like in games like Skyrim and Kingdom Come, I always obsess in alchemy, and then I become, I don't know, busted. I guess it's just too good of a skill, typically. Don't do it! Oh, he's paralyzed. Beat him up! Beat him up! I hate that. I hate that so much. I can't get to play disease anymore, so does that mean they can't lower my stats anymore? Because strength didn't go down at all. Maybe they can't. Uh, box. And then there's you. Eh. It's pretty interesting thanks to Tamriel Reborn. And some of the things you can get in Doors of the Oblivion. Hmm. Okay. Well. Then maybe I should maybe consider. I might do it after I finish the main story. Because by then I'll probably have Blunt Weapon at 100. And I'll probably have Spear at 100 by then as well. I won't have an Armored at 100 for sure, though. A lot of the other skills I don't want to grind. So probably. That'd probably be worth it. Okay, there's nothing around it. Hi. Usually just make potions for detect effects. Like detect enchantment, detect key, which I imagine the key one is especially important sometimes. Well, enchantment too, if you want to find stuff like that ring, that one ring. Okay, cool. I like how Slowfall makes it where you can basically be Superman every time you jump. You literally just completely fly around anywhere, vectoring any direction. It's great. All of them rolled into one potion. Oh. Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even think about that being a possibility. If you can make those sort of things all one potion, I guess you wouldn't need them on an enchantment. I still have to find a Corpus Beast, and I'm not seeing those anywhere. Corpus Beast for Corpus Beast. Cup with the mark of Hunter Dagoth. Shadow Shield, which lies in the tomb of Dagoth Morin. And the lava thingy. Oh, there's a Corpus Beast. And who are you? I don't know, but you're dying pretty quickly. So far. We're still missing a fair bit, though. Missing a fair bit. Eh. Eh. At this point, I should probably just not have heals at all. Hi. Oh, it does lower my strength. Or something does. Oh, you do. Okay. Yeah. Great. Oh, that's a Bone Walker. It's not a Corpus Beast. Okay. You only use 4 ingredients, so getting all effects from one takes effort to discover. It's a lot more in depth than fucking Skyrim, at least. That's only 2 ingredients per potion, if I remember right. Oh, actually, no. I guess Skyrim you could use an infinite number of Could you? No, I think you can only use 2. I can't remember. it's it's been a while since I played Skyrim. I need to restore strength. Yeah, there we go. They got the tool. I don't really want that. But it's worth 20,000. I'll take it. Why not? So I don't know what a Corpus Beast looks like, I'm realizing. I thought that Bone Walker was a Corpus Beast, but it's not. I'm second guessing everything I know in life now. Red Mountain region? Uh-huh. Let's take out the Thol. Local. What is that circle? That's weird. And years since you played also? Hmm. Well, it's only been like a year for me, but I don't think I touched alchemy last time I played it. Oh, is that like a... No, it's not. I have no idea what that circle is. Anything over here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, great. Bye. Check your corpse. Nope. Oh, I didn't go that way. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this way. Bleeding heart. Okay, this is new. This is new. Okay, cool. Oh, there's 2 of you. I really like the fire atronachs in this. They're so neat. Don't back away from me, please. It makes it harder for me to multitask if you back away, because then I have to pay attention. Stop it! Thank you. There's another one down there. Hello? Anyone over here? Shadow Shield, found it. Now I need a cup, and I need Corpus Weavings from the Corpus Beast specifically. Ever seen anyone do an Alchemist run in Elder Scroll games? I saw someone do a video. I saw a video of someone who took the alchemy, but they also used like they used a medium corpus meat hunk. Is that what I need? But they used exploits to do it, but they basically did an alchemy run with level 1 character, never leveling up anything, and they used potions to buff their skills with enchantment, so that they created equipment that gave them insane stats, and it was like beyond anything I'd ever seen in the game myself. So I'm talking like tens of thousands of points into a stat from one item. It was ridiculous. It's kind of possible in Morrowind. Without exploits, probably, yeah. You just have to know the effects. Yeah, probably. That makes sense. Skyrim, it seems like you have to use exploits in order to actually be able to do it. Or at least, I think that was the one that used exploits. I can't remember for sure. Oh, I guess you don't have to use exploits. It's just quicker if you do. I got the Shadow Shield though. I need a cup with the mark of the House of Dagoth and a Corpus Weepings. That's not Weepings though. That's also not a cup. That's a Warhammer. That's a skull. Skull's gonna be used as cups though, technically, right? Daedric right gauntlet, Daedric left gauntlet. That'd put me at 30. That would put me at 30 carry weight. I didn't sell the Ice Star. Oopsie. Which of these do I not need? I don't need Vitality Scrolls, for sure. I don't need this, because I've got pants for that. I don't need that either. I don't think I need that. I'd rather use security skill. I've got spells for that, I think. I have the spell Divine Intervention as well. That one I don't. But I'll take these. Four point 15, 26, 166. What? Right, because it's medium and... Well, these are also... These are heavy. I could use them for grinding the freaking heavy stat later, I guess. Probably. Maybe. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I don't really need them. What is that? Master Lockpick, I'll take it. Frost Salts. And maybe later. I'll just drop all my classified documents from the Emperor and the Blades and the Sixth House space. It's not a... Oh, please, come on. I think you're over-exaggerating slightly. I didn't drop all of them. I've still got some books. I got some of that. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea, like if you wanted to, turncoat. Not that I wanted to, of course. I'm just a simple, I'm a simple battle mage who walks really fast. Okay, so I found the shadow shield. I need a cup. There's probably a cup in the top area. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably just didn't see it. Skull, Capri. Okay. I'll do this just once because I want to. I'm curious. Ouch. I imagine that's how you go about learning the effects, kind of like. No, it's not. Huh. Interesting. So I guess the way you learn the effects is by using them in potions instead? Maybe? Ah, I got a nice little afterburn effect. That's nice. I like that. It's kind of neato. Interessant. Bone meal. I guess the corpus flesh that I had found before was the right corpus flesh to use, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe though. Let's just take a little, quick little, okie dokie. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so maybe a cup is not there. Hmm. Oh, they show up when you increase your alchemy skill itself. I think I like that better. I think I like that a lot better. Oh, you must be a beast. You must be what I'm looking for. Maybe? I don't know. Probably not, actually. I think you only drop Daedra hearts. Now that I think about it, you're probably not a corpus beast. Yeah, you're Ogrim. Okay, cool. Steel Greaves, Aedra, and Daedra. Nah. I just need a cup. Restore strength. Silver Claymore. Chairs. You think it's in the hut outside? It might be, yeah. Hi, Ghosty. Yeah. Giovanni does adapt Helm. Statue. Gold. 45 speed. Grave dust. Exquisite robe. I've already got plenty of those. Detect key. A lot of gold just on the ground in a pretty little pattern. Now I've ruined it. Someone's hard work and effort. Get all the coins for that. Wasted. Sorry, not sorry. I wish there was a way to up carry weight without upping strength. Or at least that I knew of a way to do it. I still have those on me. That's probably why. That's probably something that has to do with it. Ah, let's repair everything. How was my Easter, by the way? It was pretty empty. A lot of the people that I usually see from family weren't able to get together, so we just didn't do anything. So it was pretty bland. I made myself some lasagna though. That was nice. Green pot, pitcher, basketball. Peaches, 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 peaches. Any of you got a cup in here by any chance? Let's make sure I didn't miss cup. Uh, Comberry. Hmm. I don't like that. Don't like that name. It sounds weird when you read it out loud. I had to have done that on purpose. Okay, so I didn't see a corpus beast anywhere. And that leads me to believe that the corpus flesh is and that was that I need anyways was that bit I found before. Which is so weird. I thought for sure. River pot. Tankard. Goblet. Bowl. Bowl. Mmm. Oh. I thought that was standing on the ground. Uh large wrapped corpus meat. Any corpus weepings, not corpus meat. And cup with the mark of the House of Dagon. I'm just gonna go down here. It's one of these. You have the corpus weepings. I guess that's what I need. I don't know. There's the cup. There's the fucking cup. I definitely looked past that. Oops. Oh, I haven't been in here. Okay, maybe. No, I don't think there's gonna be. Yeah, you're not what I'm looking for, anyways. It's gonna be fruitless. Eh. I guess that has to be it then, right? Sounds like a bug running. Every time it happens, the image of like a centipede or millipede pop in my head. It's just like if they were in a cartoon, this is what I imagine they would sound like, just walking a couple feet. It's even worse when you run. I love it. Wait. It's so fast though. I like that this high speed is like not too fast when you're not running though. It's really nice. Also, uh, this is one of my. Oh wait, I messed it up. I messed it up because I got on top of the roof. Ugh. Actually, let's just do it from over here. So I'm gonna do it from this corner. I'm just gonna do it. I didn't jump. Okay, I'm gonna go from this little hut. Do a little jump. I love that. That's really funny to me. The slow fall makes it possible, and it's just really nice. It's like I'm Superman, but I can only fly for like half a second. Eh, eh. It's wonderful. What? Oh, it's a rat. It's I couldn't see it from underneath the corpse. Well, I hope that's everything he wanted. If not, we'll do a quick save here just in case. And we'll go back to the camp. And we'll reload the save. If it's not, then it's the corpus meat that's wrong. For sure. But I don't know for sure. I'm impressed. Okay, yes, that was what I needed. So 2 of them were in the exact same room. Cool. That would do it also? Yeah. I am impressed. These 3 tokens you have brought me, you may keep them. I don't want to keep them. You've passed the warrior's test, and I will give you the secret of the 3rd trial. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees and makes to shine the moon and star. This is the 3rd vision, and you must go to the cavern of the incarnate, a place sacred to Azura, and look for the moon and star. The secret of the cavern of the incarnate is set in a riddle. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. Okay. If I had to take a guess, eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. Probably referring to a passageway. A windy passageway, maybe? Yeah. Mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. Like a smooth rock of some kind, maybe. Dream is the door, and the star is the key. As a star, probably. Opens the door. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. This riddle is wisdom's test. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes, and you shall find the way. This is not the voice I gave you earlier. I don't remember what it was. Oh well, too bad. Seek the cavern of the incarnate, gain the moon and star, and bring it to Debani Mesa. Take with you my blessing and the blessing of our tribe. Malipu Atman's belt. Wait, no, I can't carry that. Oh no. Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind. Let's get rid of that. What does this do? House Dagoth Cup. Have I played Vintage Story much on my own? Yeah, I have. I also looked at. I was gonna stream it Monday, but I ended up not being able to stream it all that day. But I've looked at it. I also looked at the thing you mentioned about the hot climate. Saw the tall grass and papyrus. The mountains. Maybe it's because it had been a while since I had played before that. Not a long while, but like enough because I had been busy and distracted with a bunch of other stuff. But the mountains didn't seem all that different from what I could recall. Although the general terrain was pretty different. I chopped down a tree and it gave me a bunch of firewood. Think of updating to the RC version. But I have such a great game going at the moment. My own machine. Hmm. I also completely forgot about the server. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot. Because I've had so much stuff going on outside of the streams. I just completely blanked out on that. I'm gonna I'm gonna Where did you follow me from? What in the world? You just came out of nowhere. Casually strolled up on me. It's Dwarven. I don't care about that. You can go. Another harpy.
Go ahead. You need me.
I need to get on the server. My food's probably dead. My food is probably completely rotten. But I'll be right back. I just need to go drop off a bunch of shit. And by drop it off, I mean sell the ones I don't want to keep and then store the rest. I think I need higher jump, just slightly though, like maybe 50 points or 70. But I don't need that until I'm like ready to just like fill in the map. I won't need it before then. Why the server had to set up a new game? All right. I know you were talking about it. I just didn't know that you. I didn't realize you said that you had done it already. I missed that part. Harder. Because you were talking about maybe adding mods, if I remember right. We'll set. Now we'll keep both of them. That way we can level it up something faster. Let's sell those though. Let's sell that. You can have the shadow shield. It's pretty cheap. Not worth a lot. I used that to make money for this robe that I'm wearing now. I don't need that either. Store health, 2 points, fortify attribute agility. That's pretty nice though. I don't really need a lot of these potions. Do I need like disease potions anymore? I don't think I do. And we'll keep it 5 just in case. Just to be safe. Just to be safe, we'll keep 5. just in case. You can have the cup as well. I've got a lot of keys on me. Eesh. Oh, there you go. Okay, bye. And then we'll store this, this, this. I'll keep the bombarded bow on me. I'll keep that on me just in case I want to use it for something else. And we'll store these. Okay. A few good seeds save that I played before. I might test out when 1.18 gets released as well. Stable. Hmm. It's not stable release right now. I didn't realize that. Huh. Should be good for all resources, including bozite and halite. Hmm. Bozite can be used to make a different kind of copper, if I remember right. Not copper, brass. Brass with copper. Eh. Don't aggro. Don't do it. Anyways, we gotta go talk to Mesa. Hi. Hi,
Please
bye.
join me.
7 trials, please. Oh, I'm supposed to do that after I do the third trial. My bad. I passed this test. Now I must find the cavern of the incarnate, a secret place sacred to Azura. Look for the moon star. To find the cavern of the incarnate, I must solve a riddle. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. Wisdom's test. It says, take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes to find the way. Okie dokie. Fifth trial? Fourth trial? No, 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 no. Aspect and answer appearance? No, 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 no. This every game had a shit ton of borax in the west, though. Oh, into the east. Huge tract of land that was just borax. It had huge tracts of land. Most of it is used in refinery bricks and halite is salt. Oh, okay. You can salt cure meat and pickle vegetables, and the game becomes insanely easy to survive winter. Yeah. I had recently learned about creating storage crates and preserving stuff and storing preserving food inside of those. Although I didn't, I kind of wish they worked kind of like the other storage containers in that you could open them and see the inside of the inventory, as opposed to having to right click or shift right click or control shift right click, take stuff out, or right click shift or whatever it was to put them in. It seems like you can only put one thing in the storage crates. That's what it suggested. It might be only raw food. I don't know for sure. I didn't test that though, because I didn't have an excess of food. Yeah, like I had put something in there and it said uh, decay rate 0.34 or something like that. And preserved was in there somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, what the dialogue was, but it was something like along those lines. I need to find. Ah, ba 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 ba. Cavern of the Incarnate. I don't see that as something I can ask you about. So I may need to talk to someone else. Hi.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do
Hi.
you need?
Do you know anything about the cavern? No, you don't. Ah, son of a gun. Welcome, favorite guest. My yurt and heart are yours. Great, thanks. Do you know anything about? Eye of the Needle. Perhaps you mean the Needle? It is a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. I have slept beneath it once or twice. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The entrance to the valley is marked by Aaron's teeth, two tall rock spires. Oh, there we go. The wind. The wind runs south and sea northeast of Vernfeld. Okay,
Is
that's
there
some
something
information.
you need?
Rock column in the Valley of the Wind, northeast slopes of Red Mountain. Okay. And the other thing, the eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. Okay, well, I guess we found that. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. You know anything about skin of the pearl by any chance, too? Oh my god! Might store it and not properly preserve it. Yeah, maybe. It might just be like saying you can preserve it. That might have been what it was saying. That would make sense, yeah. Most containers in the same location, but natural sunlight into the room is one of the main factors in preservation. The less the better. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's good to know. You mentioned the needle in the Valley of the Wind. I recall at the top of that tall spire is not white, but much lighter than other rocks nearby. The head of the Valley of the Wind sits right under the needle. It is a good, safe campground, sheltered from wind, with only one approach. That whitish rock at the top of the needle, that might be the pearl you're looking for. Wow. Where's Valley of the Wind? Northeast slopes of Red Mountain, two valleys, Dry Camp Valley, and Valley of the Wind. Hmm. North lies of the valleys are east along the coast, past Thound, Adruma Ruined, and just past Zerganipal. Zerganipal. Dated Ruin turns south. Okay, so. And just past the Dated Ruin, you go south. Gotcha. So go east for a while. And let's see. What was the last one? Too far. The dream is the door and the star is the key. Dream Door Star Key. Do you know anything about that one? Dream Door Star Key. No. What about you? To the winds, skin of the pearl. Okay. Red Mountains. Where? Most of these valleys are to the east along the coast. Okay. That's an island. Okay. Yeah. Is your waterfall? Oh, that looks like a Dwemer ruin that was mentioned. Downed. Maybe not. Oh yeah, past Pathon, Dwemer ruin, and just past Zuganapal, Daedric ruin, turn south. Okay, so just a little bit past this one. And then we go south. Would this be it? Maybe? No. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Hmm. Oh, there's an archer. I didn't even know you existed. Hi. Don't move, please. Thank you. That looks like it might be a valley. Okay, there's the fangs. There are the ancestral tomb. So we enter the valley through the fangs. Don't see no needle though. Hmm. I need a needle. I need a little needle in my life. Little bit of Monica by my side. That was about me. Hey. Yeah. I feel like this has to be it though, right? This is the Valley of the Wind for sure.
The door is locked and will not open. The star is the key. The door is locked and will not open.
Ah!
The star is the key.
The star is the key. What star? Azura's star? Because you're my star. Star? Or is it time? It's probably time.
Wow.
Really? Eh! You piece of shit. Ah, there's two of them now. God damn it. Just go over here. Come on. Come on this way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Oh, we did make it to 6. Okay. I thought I might have to rest again. That's a lot of corpses. Hello. Moon and Star. Birth 2000. Provide attribute personality, fortified skill, speechcraft, constant effects.
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Okay. Hi, Ghost Lady. Welcome, Incarnate, Moon and Star, Reborn, Horator, Neverine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourned, Redeemer of the False Gods. I am Peak Star. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. I'll answer what I can, and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known and choices may always be made. 2, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. Okay. Walls of text read by you, your favorite part. Yay! Let's go! Moon and Star. Hortor and Nerevarine. You bear the Moon and Star, the ring of the Nerevar. None may deny, you are Nerevar reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy. Ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great houses will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. Okie dokie. Orator, you must go before the counselors of the great houses and satisfy them. For all satisfy them? In what way? Don't just say that. You can't just say you have to go and satisfy them like that without any context. That's dirty. It's embarrassing. For only the counselors of the great houses can name you Horator. I do not know the sale people of the great houses and can offer no counsel. Okay, great. Nervine, you must go before the Ashkans of the waste people and satisfy them. Again, you're saying I have to go and satisfy people. One can only do so much. You know, one only has so much stamina. This is the room that will break you, Dead Brain. If not here, then when you meet Vivek. Vivek's dialogue is a fucking novel. Oh god. uh Speak first with Somatul of the Ushalaku and with wise woman Nabani Mesa. For all the Ashlanders, they are the wisest in the lore of the incarnate, and you have already shown Solmatul proof of your worth. Is there? That reminds me. I've been meaning to check. W. Is there an update for OpenMW by any chance? Because I've been meaning to check that for a while. Not this year, no. Which means there's no chance in hell I can add the text to speech mods. Uh, well, I tried. Try Unmourned and False Gods, and not the one. Alright, so try Unmourned. You're right, this is making me. Pity Dagoth and the sixth house. All they are, is foul and evil. But they began in brightness and honor, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you who betrayed him. And the tribunal who mocked his honor attacked him and stole the profane tools for their own use. Oh, God damn it, I would add profane tools to the list. Ah! Tribunal and together have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gain these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of these ungodly acts threaten all that lives in Morrowind. Oh no. I am a failed incarnate, so are all these who remain here with me. In the cavern of the incarnate, I survived blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Horator. Take these few poor things, they are of no use to me. Embroidered belt added to your inventory. Travel stained pants added to your inventory. Oh, thanks! I'm just so excited to see if those have anything on them or not. I think they're working on support for script extender mods. It's a big job since it's made for a completely different game engine, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't doubt that. But I do believe it would be a pretty big job to do to update it for that sort of thing. So I get that. Plus, the technology is kind of very new still. Perfectos! Kagrunyak, High Priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth took those tools to make himself a god, and the Tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the Tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that move Dagoth. Wanna start? You bear the moon and star, the ring of Nerevar. Wait, I already read that. I think. Yeah, I did. Okay. What's your trade? An ancestor has no trade, but to guard and counsel the living kin. But I wanted to know more about you. Okay, bye-bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. God damn it. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Antaria. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. Okay. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple and now would be called Apocrypha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble processions with my blessing. Right, hold on. I want to look at those. Bird belt, fortify willpower. Levitate. Uh-huh. sell a lot of this stuff, I think. All right, let's get back to talking to you. I failed. I was not the one. That's a lot quicker to the point than your last one. Background. A darkness in the land, and only you can bring delight. Ba 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 ba. There's the trade. You are the Neverine. You are the incarnate. All time. Oh, okay. That wasn't because I like, clicked off, was it? Welcome, incarnate. I am Everdan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, sore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died, fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use of them. For them, whatever. My darkness is on the land. I failed. I was not the one. You people, it wouldn't kill you to share your history with me. I'm just trying to ask to be nice. Here, a place I've heard that's a boat from cool. If you have any reason to go. Oh, at least he knows that. There's a boat that leads there right now. That's funny. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Adrini Narothan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope, asking I should tell you my story. I lived in the late years of the tribe unit, and behind the scenes, I helped us demoralize. Oh, I'm sorry, my brain froze for a second there. I helped us demoralize and repel the Akaviri invaders. I did not get enough sleep last night. I knew nothing of the Neverine or Dayother until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot ruined Coggeroon. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. Okie dokie. You? Welcome, Incarnate. I am Kanun Chodala. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Agaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kagudi. I quested deep into the strongholds and Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame, I craved glory but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours with my blessing. Oh, he gave me an axe when I don't need an axe anymore. Nice. Cool. That's my fault. I didn't know. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Hortled. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. We've got corpses everywhere. I got corpses over here, corpses over there, you name it. All for really low prices, I think. I died 400 years ago, in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker, and not a doer, and though I was marked by stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. Okay. These are all the same. You are the one, you must not fail. Okay. Well, I can put on the ring, right? Hmm. I can only have one of you on at a time. I only have two of you on at a time, rather. Bleh. I only put on the moon and star because I feel like I was supposed to, but eh. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm miss. Oh! This seems like a really good place to be then for people who do alchemy. Gave me a book and a robe. What was the book? Cannot read during battle. Eh. Okay, let's go back to the camp. Hmm. I passed it. No, I didn't. I'm not anywhere near it. Never mind. I thought I thought that went quicker than it actually did. Oh my god. Eh. I'll have to do a challenge run of this at some point though, because this seems like it'd be fun. I ain't talking to Benny Mesa. I ain't talking to Benny Mesa. I shall be your guide to the seven trials of the path of the Neverine. Ask and I shall answer with Azura's blessing. Seven trials. You have passed the third trial, now you must pass the fourth trial and the fifth trial. They are much the same. Each Icelander tribe, each great house on Vardenfell must choose you as war leader to unite the Dunmer against Dagoth Ur's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Nerevarine. Each great house must name you Horator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. Okay, fourth trial. It is a stranger's voice unites the houses. Three halls call him Horator. When you have been named Orator by each of the great houses of Fernvale, come to me for further guidance, for you will have passed the fourth trial. Okay, cool. No info on what those houses are. Gotcha. A stranger's hand unites the Velothi. Four tribes call them Nerevarine. Four tribes are the four tribes of Ardenfell. They're Shalaku, Hamasa, Zanab. This is much more helpful. And the Arabanism. When you have been named Neverine by each of the Ashlander tribes of Vernfell, come to me for further guidance. Well, we already know who the Urjalaku are. Anyways, Urjalaku. I am the wise woman of the Urjalaku, and Ashkan Solmatul is our chief. Okie dokie. The Ahamisa of the Grayslands are wild and peace loving. The wise woman of the Ahamisa Cinema Mirpal is also their Ashkan. Ashkan. The Grayslands. Okay. Ashlanders of the Zainab tribe are sly and crafty. Their camp is in the interior of the Grayslands. Okie dokie. And Arabimson of Molagmar love themselves and their weapons above all else. Their Ashkan Ulathpal is cruel and ambitious, and his Gulakans are just like him. Their wise woman, Minarai, is cautious and reasonable. Okay. Secret Council, don't waste your speech on the war gods. Good to know. 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 Um, when a great enemy threatens the great houses, put aside their quarrels and choose a Horator, single war leader to lead all the houses. Only a great house council can name counts. Yeah, only a great house council can name a Horator, and all councils must agree. Speak with the Redoran councilors, Hlalu councilors, and Telvanni councilors. Prove to them that Dagoth threatens. When you are named Redoran Horator, Hlalu Horator, and Telvanni Horator, only then will you be the Horator named in prophecy. Okie dokie. Thank you, Nabani Mesa. We still have more. Alright, go to Alderaan. Okay, so one's in Alderaan. See down the Redoran. They say the council meets under the shell of a giant emperor crab. The Redoran are proud and haughty. Almost read that as naughty. Known as great warriors and great
Wow.
worshippers. I know, it's horrible. Of the tribunal. I'm not a great mindset. Since they love the temple and Vivek, they cannot love you. Oh, okay. The temple warriors hate the Nerevarine prophecies and will kill you if they see you. Be careful. Oh, the Redoran are proud and naughty. They're naughty little great warriors and worshippers of the tribunal. They will beat you up and they'll kill you with delight. Go to Balmora for Halu. The chief town of the Halu, I believe the counselors meet there in a great house, many rooms. Halu are soft and cowardly, sly and greedy. The traitors are liars and cheats. Look behind the words they speak, for the truths they are hiding. Okie dokie. So they're liars. Good to know. Telvanni counselors. I am told that wizards who speak for the Telvanni counselors may be found in a strange building in Sadrith Mora. The counselors themselves are ageless sorcerers living in the towers scattered over Vernfell and the eastern mainland. I know nothing about them except that they are old, terrible, and evil. Dun dun dun. I do not know the ways of the settled people, but I do know that in the Council of Chiefs you must cultivate a friend and beware an enemy. Find one who is willing or who is well disposed to you. Win him and use him to win the others. And the most powerful chief, he is most likely an enemy since he loves his power and hates to share it. Recognize your enemy and prepare for him. Okie dokie. So find someone who's not the lowest or highest, but like somewhere in the middle that's kind of liked, well liked. Or if they are well liked but are the lowest, go for them. Gotcha. That's Redoran. Klalu are great traders, keen for profit, and subtle with words. It will be hard to find someone you can trust, perhaps impossible. You may have to fight with words to find the truth. Beware of tricks and lies. Seek behind appearance. Look for hidden power. Be wary. Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, Devani Horbitor. I do not know the ways of the wizards. I have heard they honor the tests of life and death as we do. The ones who live a long time. The ones who die are forgotten. They are old and strange and terrible. I know little, but I am afraid. And but I am afraid. Oh God. And that is my counsel to you. Be afraid. It is no time to be bold or careless. It is no time to hoard your treasures. With wizards, there are no second chances.
What
Okay.
with virtue, Outlander?
Like the virtue of a centipede. I need to see if there's a mod that lets me wear rings so I can wear the sun moon star, the moon star, and the two speed rings. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's go. I think I have it on recall. Yeah, let's go to Sage with Mora first. I'm already technically like I'm a mouth, so they'll like me, right? They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're one of us. You're a mouth. You open, you close, you say words." Greetings. I beseech you, Malam Rion. Nope, not here for chores. Actually, I'm here for Moonstar. Was for one clan in Moonstar. I've already read this. I read this last time I was talking to all of you. God dang it. Um, Horator! A Horator is a special champion and war leader among the great houses. House Telvanni would unite under a Telvanni Horator when faced with a war. Well, in theory. Ask how a Horator is chosen first. All the Telvanni councilors must vote to choose a Horator, and the votes must be unanimous. It's an ancient tradition, archaic, since a Horator's duty is to lead a great house in war, and we haven't had a war in a very long time. We've had no need of a Horator in my lifetime. Why? Champion releases inspiration, challenges opposing heroes in single combat, goes along desperate quests, goes alone into the citadel of the enemy. He confronts the dangers no one else in the house is strong enough or courageous enough to face. Has to persuade the other great houses. Okay. Uh, I would like to be your orator. You'll have to speak directly to Master Gothrin about this, and right away. His tower Tel Arun lies just northwest of Sadith Mora. You'll need water walk or fly. You can do that, can't you? Yes, basically. Northwest. Northwest. Tel Arun. It's more west than northwest, but you could whatever. It's fine. I won't complain. Eh.
Yes, Outlander. What may
30
I do
minutes,
for you?
40 minutes until Game of
Is
Thrones
someone
mod
watching?
releases. CK3, yeah. CK3. I hope it's better than the Game of Thrones mod from Mountain Blade Warband.
Yes.
Gothrin!
How do you do?
Where you randomly just lose all of your troops during a siege. For no reason, but random events. With an outfit like that, you must be doing very well for yourself. Can I help you? I need you to choose a Horator. That's... I want to be your Horator. I know what Horator is. No, wait, let me think. Yes, I understand perfectly. Your story makes sense. Your proofs are persuasive. But a decision on such a remarkable matter is a grave responsibility and not to be taken in haste. I will need some time to reflect and consider and confer with the other Delvani counselors. Leave me. Okay. If you would vote for me as orator, he listened to my story carefully and said he found my proofs persuasive. He said, however, that it was a very great responsibility to make such a decision and that he would need some time to reflect and consider for the other counselors. Alright, how is it going? Very well! I've heard your story. And you are one of us, so I suppose I owe you a direct response. I have no intention of naming you Horator of the House of Delvani. It is clear you intend to use the office of Horator as a means of advancing your own interests. In the House, I refuse to discuss the subject matter. My opinion will not change. If you continue to annoy me, I will kill you. The discussion is over. Oh, okay. It was very difficult, but I managed to get Archmagister to admit that he had no intention of naming me. It wasn't difficult at all. He caved immediately. It was not difficult in the slightest. He said I was clearly intending to use the office of Horator as a means of advancing my own interests. He refuses to discuss the subject any further. Okay. But what if I did discuss it with you further? And I intend to name you even to be Horator, Telvanni Horator. Fulfill the prophecies in your next incarnation, Nerevar. I said I will need some time to reflect and consider and to confer with the other Telvanni counselors. No, you said you'd kill me. Oh, whatever. It's fine. You do what you gotta do, my dude. It's fine. What? Eh. Great. Okay. Anyways, I need to figure out what I need to do from here then. Okay, so if I can't get the Telvanni to accept me, then no one will. Let's go this way to Alderun. Nice. I need to go this way a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Jump, jump, jump. There we go. That's much nicer. Oh my god. Also make Croatia with that mod with the 70,000 baronies. That's ridiculous. 7,000 new baronies. Ugh. I almost landed on top of that. The way I wanted to. So close. Yet not at all. Oh no, it's this way. Alright, let's go in here. Let's go up here. And okay.
Come on, I haven't got all day to
I'll just be blunt about it. I'll just be straightforward and honest with them. I really wish you would move out of the way.
How do I know you're not up to something devious?
I house right around and honors strength and endurance. We value skills of war, but especially the arts of long blade. Actually, you're the leader place, right? I don't know who the leader is though. Eh. Were you again?
Okay, Outlander, but make it.
No. Manor bedrooms? Maybe the person I'm looking for is back here. The three! Hi, I'm here to harass you. Veteran Horator. Tell your story and ask to confirm this oratory. That's ridiculous. If you were my friend or someone important, I might listen to your nonsense. Celeste says you're just an imperial spy and a pretender. What if I gave you money? Like a lot of it. Okay, what about now? How do you expect anyone to believe such a story? All this about prophecies in the green card. How do you expect anyone to believe you're such a story? All of this about prophecies and reincarnated heroes and danger lures appearing in caves. I've also heard that you are an imperial spy, but enough talk. I judge a man by his actions, and I don't know much about yours. I will speak with the other counselors, but that is all that I will promise. Okay, cool. Doesn't know much about me. He's going to talk with the other counselors before he makes his decision. Alright, cool. Okay. I just gotta bribe a bunch of them into picking me, basically. It'll be easy, just like that. It'll be as easy as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Which house was this? Sarethi. Okay, so where's Sarethi?
Let's hear it.
Hi. First, let's just do that. I've been around her. You have told a remarkable story. It has the ring of truth. You may have been deceived, but I believe you. I may be able to persuade other counselors to believe you as well, but as a condition of my support, I require a favor. Rescue my son, Varver Sarethi, from Venom Manor. Oh, I remember that person. I remember finding them by accident when I was looking for darts. Croatia alone needed 27 counties to create the title. Oldest year of Croatia is 53 or 54 counties. Ah, that's funny. First manage, you're right. We need your scar. I could do that.
Okay, Outlander, but make it quick.
It was like down this way, right? Hi.
Okay, Outlander, but make
I'm here to save you. Should we draw back to Surly Manor? Yeah. Oh, this is not gonna go well.
you in. There is no escape.
This way. Which one's the exit? Private quarters. Manor district. Run, you fool! Don't let her kill you! Don't do it! Oh, well, it had to be done. Let's let the rest of the... Let's go. No. Don't fight them. Don't fight them. Stop. Stop. Now run this way, please, for the love of God. Alright, great. Whose house were you from again? Sarethi. Not those two.
Speak, traveler.
Oh, is this Sarethi? No, this is Sarethi. Yeah, Sarethi.
3 blessings to you. Thank you.
Journal has been updated. Made his early manner safely. Horator. You rescued my son. Words cannot express my gratitude. Therefore, I name you Horator of House Redoran. I also promise that I will use my influence with the other counselors of House Redoran. Alas, there is one obstacle. Bolvin Venom will never name an Outlander Horator. But if you have the full support of the council, you may agree to an honorable duel. Okay. Okay, so an honorable duel. The duel is an honorable tradition dating back at least to the founding of each party to the duel makes an agreement to the compensation that will be given to the winner. Loser is legally bound to this agreement. Most duels are fought until one party admits defeat or falls in battle. The duel to the death is less common and only ends when one party is dead. The winner of the duel may take what he wants of the loser's possessions, but some consider this dishonorable. Okay. So we had 2 journal updates after this one. He's agreed to name me Horator. He says he will use his influence to persuade the others. Have the support of the rest of the Red Ring Council. Perhaps Venom will agree to the honorable duel. And he thanked me. Okay. So do I have to... Do I have to go to all the other people too? The other counselors should agree to name you Horator.
I've got that.
So if we go over here and we talk to
Come on, I haven't got all day to stand around
you,
and talk to you.
not you. What house is this again? Literally. And bedrooms. I saw where that's in. I think I like what he told me about you. You get things done and show good judgment. Your story is crazy, but your story doesn't matter to me as long as you can do something about Dagoth and his servants. I am making my choice for Horator of House Redron. Yeah, I'll just talk to them. Don't have to do anything else, maybe. Except for that one butt who is probably gonna be really mad about me rescuing that son, but Hi, could you name me... No, you can't. Ramaran. That's Ramaris. Son of a gun.
I've got better things to do, so...
Ramaran. I Ramaran. Ramaran. Woo! I Ramaran. I Ramaran.
What do you want?
Serenith? Oh, Lord. This is gonna take... This is gonna... Oh,
Okay, Outlander.
that's not what I'm looking for. I need memory. None of these? Can't be right. Oh, that's Remoran.
What do you want?
Hi, could you name me Orator? Has spoken for good judgment, and I trust him. You will be able to do this. Sweet.
I've got
Ah, ba, 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 ah, ba, ba, ba. Away. Eh, eh. Let's go to the other ones first. We'll go to Venom afterwards, actually. This was Anabor? Arabar.
Speak, traveler.
You're not Arabar. You're not either. You're not either.
I've got better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move this along.
Ref quarters?
I've got better things to
You're
do.
not who I'm looking for either.
This along.
Speak,
Come on, I
traveler.
haven't got all
Arabar,
data scanned
hi!
around. Talk.
I was happy to hear that Counselor Sarethi is giving you support for the title of Orator. This conflict between house policy and temple doctrine is unfortunate, and I hope it is resolved swiftly. How can I help you? Looking for someone in particular? No, I just want you to... Oh, you're not the one. You are. You must explain why you have come here, and quickly. No speeches or excuses. Use your words with care, for I'm Counselor of the House Redran. I want you to make me Redran, orator, and very busy man with busy duties and responsibilities. I'm not one to stand about idly while others chatter and on about most trivial subjects. I have spoken with Afton Serethi. He believes your story and says you can be trusted. I have known Afton Serethi since he was a child, and I have absolute faith in his judgment. Please accept my apologies for not seeking you out and accepting you at once. Forgive me also for believing these rumors about you being an Imperial spy. You have my vote. Minor Erebor hereby confirms Arlhumph as Hortor. Woo! Now we just gotta find all the others. Morag Tong.
Outlander.
Wait, Guildhall.
Speak, traveler.
Oh, I don't think that one counts then. Well.
Wealth beyond measure.
Yeah, Venom. Private quarters, Venom.
Yes, Outlander.
Venom! Had important business to discuss. I want to be your Hordor. Our Hordor is a war leader. You are an fool, an ignorant, ill-mannered outlander fool. I'd rather make Monkey Horator. As long as I am head of this house, you will never be Horator. I'm an fool. Can I challenge you to a duel? You can be blackmailed. The thing is, I might have already found the letter a long time ago, put it somewhere, and forgotten about where I put it. It's the thing, so I don't think it'd be worth looking for. I'd rather just duel him. I feel like that might be quicker. I'm lost. I found my way out. Maybe I didn't need to go to the guild hall. Morag Tong Guild Hall. Ancient Traditional Assassins Guild of the Dunmer. Okay. I don't want to join it.
Haven't I heard of you?
Speak your needs.
Hockey, hockey.
You're on your honor. Your presence.
God bless your look. Wait. Veteran Council entrance. Okay. Trader.
Let's hear it.
When I talk to you about it, maybe? Nah. I was happy to hear the counselor Sarethi is giving you support. No.
Ready.
Practice room? Ninja's house? That sounds important, actually. Hi, are you gonna do? Nope. You've got to be kidding. So where do I go? High and roll and low. Let's see. If I was happy to hear the council already. Yes, yes, okay, I've read this already. Earl Septum, things good. Okay, maybe I should read this. As he didn't refuse to hear my story or consider my proof, he was quite clear. He will never consent to my being chosen as Horator. Maybe I just need to go back to what's his face and tell him, oh yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to duel him. Maybe that's what I need to do. Could be. Not Venom. My bad. I see. I went the wrong way. I was already on the right side. Not earthy. You? Sarethi. Yes, Sarethi. Sarethi! Red Rat Orator. Bulvin Venom. If any other counselor were killed or murdered, the other counselors would refuse to name you Hortor, but Venom is tyrannical and unjust, and if he were to die in a duel or a fair fight, no counselor could find dishonor in it. I guarantee it. In fact, if Venom dies an honorable death, I promise I will continue to plead your case with the other counselors. How do I challenge someone to a duel? Okay. So I just need to go back to I guess. Where was he? Somewhere in the private quarters, I imagine. No, not that. There you are. No, I don't see duel as an option. You are Anful.
Outlander, what do you want?
Um, Fair place, tongue toad. Huh. Oh, not shame house run by naming an outlander or horridor. Hey, you're a boy, though. Have I got enough? I mean, I've got all three over there, and I've got the one over there. That's a guild.
Speak,
The
traveler.
Morag Tong. I'm pretty sure this is the only guy left. Need a majority before it becomes an option. But I talked to all of them. I'm pretty sure. Let me go over it real quick. Minor Arabar, Starting Influence, Moran, Lorethi, Sarethi, and Lorethi. That's 4. 1, 2, 3,
Speak, traveler.
4. Then we have this and this. There's another one in the cancel chain. Okay, that makes sense.
If
Let's
you
hear
want
it.
something, now's the time to talk.
Where? Brethren. Don't see anything about Hortor. Or
Let's hear it.
I guess I gotta go through all these doors. Let's see. No one in this one. So Aldrin Council Hostel. Oh. Hi. House Redran.
Speak.
You're not looking for them. I am speaking.
Let's hear
It's a
it.
traitor. Smith.
What is it, Sarah? Come on.
I'll ask anyways.
Sit
No.
down and talk to you.
The name begins with an M. Morvain or something like that.
I've got
Okay.
better things.
Oh. I think I found them.
Let's hear it.
No, that's not you.
I've got
Hi.
better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move this along.
Choose a Hortor. Says he believes in your story and believes you can be trusted. I still have my doubts, especially with these rumors that you're a spy of the Empire. But life cannot be lived without risks. I agree we need a Hortor, and I see no better candidate than you. So let this record show that Counselor Morvain... Ah, there we go. Now we can go challenge What's-His-Face to a duel. That's a practice room. That's a counselor's entrance. Council entrance. What am I doing? It's the one in the middle, obviously. It's not the one in the middle. I was wrong. It's this one. It's not this one. Oh god. How did I get here? Oh god. How did I get here? Council hostile. Smith and Traders. I'm lost. I'm lost. I found it. We're all good. I found it. It's all Gucci. Lorethi Manor again. Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Wait, was it Lorethi I wanted to see?
Speak, feel as though I should know you.
No, it wasn't the right thing. Shoot, I went to the wrong one. Who was the one that said they wouldn't? Venom! Ah! First door on the right, we enter. That's right. I remember now. Venom! Venom! Where are you? I need you. Please. There we go. And now... You have played your tricks with the other counselors, but they will not work on me. This has gone far enough. If you are not a coward as well as a fraud, I will put a stop to your ambitions at the arena in Vivek. I will meet you there if you dare face me in a duel to the death. Okay. Actually, this one we can just recall.
It is a pleasure.
Great. And now we just gotta go to the arena. Which is... somewhere. World map. Temple, 11 heart, 11 heart. Arena is like to the back right of me. That one probably. Arena Raceworks. Arena Pit. Oh wow, he's just like, he's right down, he's right there.
I have you.
Ouch. Oh, he's actually kind of strong. I don't have enough charge. I can't. What's that on the ground? Is that an axe? Looks like an axe. Stop it! Your sword's really strong. Oh, it's a katana. Daedric? I'll take that. I'll also take your key, your shirt, your pants, shoes, belt. Daedric Dai Katana. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a steel axe. That's what that was. Okay. I got him a duel. It is unfortunate, but there was no alternative. I should speak with Ethan Sarethi again to be named Hortor. Okay. What's the closest place to Alderune? Probably Balmora. Okay, let's not jump. Great! Haven't done the main quest in years. I don't blame you. It's not that it's bad or anything for why I don't blame you. It's just people tend to do the main quest so much that they get sick of it. For games like this. Where was I going again? Right, I remember now. And Sarethi was over here somewhere. That's Sarethi. Sarethi! Job is done. Council of the House Redoran is in agreement. You are the Orator of the House Redoran. Yay! I hope you are successful in persuading the rest of Morrowind to unite against Day Arthur and his blighted hosts. On behalf of the House Council, take the Ring of Orator, a token of your office. By this ring, others shall know you as our chosen champion. Cool.
You'll bring me good fortune.
That was a lot of updates. He said he was satisfied that I was sincere, but he said others might not be so understanding. Oh, he had evidence that I was a spy. Ah! gave me a sealed package containing a message sent on behalf of Archcanon Sarioni, High Archcanon of Vivek. In the event that I become both Horator of the Three Great Houses and Neverine of the Four Ashlander tribes, Sarioni invites me to a private meeting. Consider my claims. Once I am Horator and Neverine, I should speak with the healer of the High Fane of Vivek, Danso Injules, to arrange the meeting. Okay. He gave me a enchanted ring, a token of my office called the Ring of the Horatory. But the rings, by this ring, others shall know me as House Redrun's chosen champion. I have been named Horatory as Redrun's counselors. When I have been declared Horatory of all three houses, Redrun, Hlalu, and Telvanni, I will have fulfilled the fourth trial of the seven visions of the seven trials of the incarnate. That's a lot of. Well.
Let's hear it. Come on. I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
There we go. And now we can go to. Yeah, let's go to Balmora. Whee! Oh, I did a little rock skipping there with my feet. Oops. Eh, eh. I wonder how long that bird's been stuck there. Anyway, time to go to the Holy Council. Die! I wonder how long that's gonna last.
I will listen, Outlander.
Thalamo.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
I don't know who I want to talk to, though, is the thing.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I'll talk to you, why not? Hlalu counselors. Here's a recent edition of the Yellow Book of Great House Hlalu. It lists the current Hlalu counselors and residences. I might tell you more for a small consideration. 50 drakes. That's pretty steep. Mods out now, 2 gigabytes. It's not that bad. I will bribe you. I want you to speak with his Cassius Curio. His manor is in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivek. God damn it. Of the Hlalu counselors, he is one most likely to listen to your requests, whatever that may be. He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. He lives in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivek. Okay. And Vivek is down here. Which one's Hlalu? It does tell you. Already has 4,000 subs. It's only been a minute. I don't want this moment to ever go away. So I'm just gonna warp to Vivek so that it doesn't get unstuck. Bye, birdie. Bye, guard. Bye, thief people. here. But they're here. And then Hlalu's like... Maybe that always works. Hlalu Plaza. The No Name Club. House Hlalu.
Go ahead.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's okay.
Speak, traveler.
Yes.
Cassius Curio. You can call me Uncle Cassius. Ah, yes, that is my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. Thanks. Um. Huh? Anyway, a orator is a great house war leader. Is an ancient tradition seldom invoked in modern times. Ah, you want to be orator? Pity. Orvis Trent does not want you to be orator, and very few counselors would be willing to risk certain Serdrin's disapproval. But if you were to give me a small gift of 1,000 drakes, I might be reconsidered. Sure. A thoughtful gift. How did you know? Gold. It's just what I wanted. And now it's time for your gift, and I have just what you want. In my formal capacity as Counselor of House Lalu, I give you my vote for the title of Orator. Perhaps I can also give you a little suggestion? Sure. I'm sure you can persuade Drambero to support you as Orator. If you can find him, Orvis Dren and Navina Ulis and Valenda Omani are in his pocket. Orvis Dren has those two in his pocket. Never mind. You might want to make a little trip to Dren Plantation before talking to them. And then there's Yingling Half Troll. Okay, start with Dram. He lives somewhere here in Vivek. It's secretive. Okay. Yingling Half Troll is a foreigner like me, but he simply doesn't understand the Dunmer like I do. If you were to dispose of him, the other counselors would not be upset. If you kill any of the rest of us, of course, it is a different story. He lives in Yiling Manor in the St. Olms Canton. Why do you want this? Steam broke. The workshop crashed? That's unfortunate. Funny, but unfortunate. Counselor Valinda Omani lives outside Vivek on Elmas Island. Take the bridge to the mainland from Davani Compound, and turn south across the bridge to Elmas Island. Okay. Passing the south end of the bridge leads right to Omani Manor. She lives in Ull's Manor, which is in the journal. Near Saran, just take the road north out of Saran, across the bridge, heading west. Look for manors south of the road. Okay. So these are all the different manors that you see going across the town, the area. He is the head of the Kematong and lives in a plantation in the Ascadian Isles. You may be able to bribe him or trick him. He despises the Empire. And I've heard rumors that he has made some kind of deal with the Sixth House. Okay. All I got was his vote for that. I can't believe he didn't tell me anything else in the journal. Okay, let's see if I can remember. No, I can't. I've already forgotten. Well, that's something. I need to go. Okie dokie. You. Can't tell me anything about the halalu. Gotcha. I think he mentioned something about southwest past the bridge. Huh. Oh, maybe? It's got poison. Omani Manor.
What do you want?
Make it quick, Outlander. I'm waiting.
Hi, Omani. How are you doing? Yeah, I'll go for it. YOLO. That's a very interesting story you tell, and your moon and star is an impressive ring. Unfortunately, I'm very busy at present. I will need to consult with my colleagues, but I'll give the matter every consideration that you want. I kind of wanted to, I was super tempted to steal from her right then and there, even though she was watching me. I'm a mess. Uh, kind of want to keep doing the Talvani stuff, actually. Let's do that, because I think I have an idea of how to go about it. I only talked to one of the mouths, the dude in the middle. If I talk to the others, they'll probably be able to get me. Ba ba ba. You'll speak directly to Master Balatus about this. I can't help you. This is too important for me to act without his approval. Okay. Nevani is my patron. I speak for him. If you visit with him, you should visit Arv's Drellin in Nisus. Okie dokie. And Nisus is all the way over here. Yeah. Well, off I go. I don't remember where my lord is. So... Oh wait, no I do. Let's go there first. I'm almost there. Just gotta keep hopping. I don't have any of my soul gems on me, so this is pointless. I just killed it because I could. And there it is. The doorway to... Thank you. Hi, Master. I'm here. Reverend Hortor, Tavani Hortor. Yes, I understand. You are willing to take the responsibility, and I am willing to vote for you as Hortor. I think most of the other Tavani counselors will also cooperate, though some might need a little persuading. Master Loth is ill-tempered, Mistress Stratha doesn't like men, and Mistress Thrana is losing her mind. Archmagister Gothrin is another problem. He will not refuse you directly, but will delay indefinitely. I recommend that you kill Archmagister Gothrin. Oh, okay. Mr. Datha will also be an issue, given your ties with the Imperial Mages Guild. Yes, they may seem less directly concerned, but you will still need to vote the votes of the mainland Telvanni counselors. Mistress Faruna, the Master Mithras, and Master Mithras are not often involved in political matters. Master Varen habitually takes issue with the temple. Mistress Eldale is new to the council, which makes her less predictable. Archmaster Drawl isn't known to be in the Mundus, so you'll have to convince his mouth. That's a lot of people. Loth. I didn't mean to click on that. Sistratha. And we'll read backwards. She is not aged well and becomes more eccentric every year. Her tower is in Tel Brenora, which is on Zura's coast far to the southeast. Mrs. Stratha is the oldest living Telvanni counselor and is sustained by the necromantic arts. She dislikes men of all races, though I do not know why. You may find her in her tower at Telmora. Okay. Tell me, Mora, tell me, Mora. We'll read the other one, Loth. Then we'll read that one. He lives in Tel Naga, the tower in Sacred Mora. Okay. He has a short temper, but he will listen to reason. If you're persuasive enough, do not expect him to be polite. Gotcha. Mods up to 8,000 subs. Wow. Archmagister Gothrin never directly refuses requests. He just delays, indefinitely never giving an answer. When making a decision other than killing Gothrin, I'll tell you plainly. I stand to gain if Archmagister Gothrin dies. I say this so you won't think I'm trying to trick you. My advice is still good. Gothrin won't name you Horator, but he'll never come out and say so. And in Asavani, it is customary to settle disputes in this manner. I mean, he literally did tell me, though. He caved immediately. And then he pretended he never did. It was wild. Okay. Well, we gotta go to Nisus now to get the one that's really out of the way, and then we can go to the other places. Whee! Slightly higher jump. Very, very slight compared to what it already was. Maybe doing that for when I go back to Crusader Kings wouldn't be bad. This way. This way. Ooh, we need hopped over for that last one. I'm still not going southeast enough. Southwest enough. Bleh. This way. A little more. And now we're here. Great. Alright, here we go. Hi.
Land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Thank you. Yes, of course, your story is quite compelling, and there's no question about the proof you offer. I have found you, on the whole, an agreeable colleague, and I think you are a most suitable candidate for Horator of House Delvani. Sweet. And now we, not that. Now we recall back to Save the Mora, because that's slightly faster, I think. Because now we need to go to Telfir, I'm pretty sure, and Telbernora, and we gotta go to you're still down here, huh? Niloth, was it? Orator, war leader of House Alvani, is that necessary? Why doesn't anyone tell me about these things? So, do you want the job? Are you qualified? Good, then go ahead. I don't care. Be the orator. Now go away. Okay, bye. Oh, that door's trapped. Alright! Now we can go to. We need to go to Telfir, I think. Telbernura and Telfir. Ah, it seems that's not how you get inside. Where is the entrance? Where is the door? Is this it right here? I guess it is. Okay.
Walk with virtue.
David Fear. Hi, David. David 5 David. Oh, I don't need to actually talk to you about this.
Yes, Outlander?
Okay, never mind. Bye, David. David Davuth. Then we just need to go. Whee! Full south. Mostly. Almost like you get to fly. It's really nice. It's so soothing. Jumping and then just slightly falling slowly. A little too southeast. And now we're in here.
Yes, Outlander.
We need to find the lady who's lost her mind and attacked me because I put on the dress like she told me to.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Spit it out or hit the road.
It's that. Oh, it's you again. Hi. It's a steel box, of course. You keep things like bitter green roots in it. Keeps them fresh with a little netch blood. Or is that a hormador? Yes, or spiders. In the box, spider eggs keeps them fresh. With netch blood, you wouldn't have any with you, eh? Spider eggs, fresh, nice fresh ones. So go ahead, show me the hormador. You got it with you? Always happy to get some fresh spider eggs or spiders. When I was much younger, we grew our own spiders. And Harmadors, big ones. Need 'em big for the spiders. What? Spiders? You're listening? Spiders. That's what I said, big ones. So you need a big Horator. Ours was steel with silver plating. Cure Joe used to polish it. Cute little kitty had it since it was a big kitty. Gone now, of course, dropped dead. They got old and you had to get new ones. Never quite as good as the old ones, of course. But what can you do? Oh, there you are, old humph. What was your name again? Are you listening to me? Yes. Continues to chatter amiably with no sign of stopping. She looks like she could go on forever. Yes, indeed, sustained as she is by the necromantic arts, it may be that she can, in fact, go on forever, chatting amiably without stopping ever. I'm not going to take the hint. Any minute now, this is gonna result in her finishing her story, and she's gonna be like, "Wow, you're the best listener I've ever had in my life. Who are you again?" Any second now. Any, any, any second. Any second now. Yes, mistress. 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 I don't have the stamina right now. I wish I had an auto clicker. Fuck, that would make it so much easier to do this fucking bit with. Oh god, it's like cookie clicker all over again. God damn it! All right, tell your story. Mustn't be rude now. It's Mr. Serena speaking to you, and when Mr. Serena speaks, everyone listens, don't they? Because if they don't, then they get very stiff and get stuck way down in basement with spiders. Journal's been updated. I tried to ask Mistress Serena if she would vote for me as Horatory, but it was impossible to get her attention. She's easily distracted. Maybe if I concentrate on being charming and entertaining, I'll be able to focus on her attention on me. Okay. Again. We go again. Oh, God. Okay. Funny sort of house with those spiders. Hypergonal media theorem. I've certainly never heard of a book like that. Sounds like the sort of thing you'd find in Lord Drawl's library. Okay. Nerevarine. I like plays. Is that a new play? Ascar is all. What if I talk to you? She's right there. Great, thanks. That helps so much. Okay. What if I give you money? What? Oh, you want to be the Hortor? Certainly. Go right ahead. Whatever you like. I don't mind. What are we talking about?
I don't know where to begin. Such an odd change.
When I managed to catch Mistress Serena's attention, it was easy to get her to agree to vote for me. I'm not sure she knew what she was voting for or why, but when I asked, "Will you vote for me as Hortor?" she said quite clearly, "You want to be a Hortor? Certainly, go right ahead." Great. Who is the one I'm missing? That's the wrong way.
And how are you? Can I help you?
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
You people are a mess. Anyways, I'm leaving. Alright, Journal, let's see. Finally got Master-in-Law to listen to me. Casually gave his vote for me as Hortor. Arion, Bellatus, Naloth, Tharana. You say Tharina and I say Tharana. Only one is correcta. Tharana. 7. I failed at casting the spell. That's unfortunate. Bye. They hit me at the last second! Ah! Mean. Excuse me. Okay. So I've got your master, I've got my master, I've got yours. I don't have yours actually. I have someone else's though. I've got yours, was it? Yeah, I got yours. Ba. If you're talking about a reborn Nerevar for years and thought it was just Ashlander superstition, you'll have to speak directly to Mistress Dratha about this. She lives in Tel Mora, a tower north along the coast. You should be able to find a ship at the docks to take you there for pittance. And I must warn you, Mistress Dratha doesn't like men of any race. I suggest you do everything possible to improve her disposition before talking to her. Gotcha. Let's go do that. Dratha. Tel Mora. It's up there. Ugh. You get some sleep? Okay, well, thanks for joining me. You have a great night. I'm not gonna go much longer. I know I started late, but I'm just gonna probably do this part and save Hlalu for next time. But you take care. Sleep well. Yeah! There we go. Easy. It's easy to climb these mountains. It's a lot harder to travel quickly without the other ring for speed. Let's. I went right over it. God dang it. I passed it. I passed it. I passed it. I passed it. Ah! uh, okay, it's gotta be nearby, right? Yeah, okay. Let's just get this part of the map real quick and then go back over here. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Okay. There's Talmora. Didn't land on the top. That's unfortunate. Doing great.
Nice to see you, friend.
Hi, Marginette. Daniel Drin. Hi, I need to talk to Dratha. She's probably at the top. Let's just. You got in the way of my jump! Oh, you butt! Let me down! She's gotta be like right up here somewhere, right?
May I help you, Outlander?
What is this man doing here? Is it lost? Here's 1,000 gold. It's a Divine Orator. Oh, Bevek. I think it's a man. Hurl yourself at her feet and plead for a hearing. Oh, that's so pathetic. Look at the poor bunny. Oh, I suppose now we must be merciful and at least listen to it. I can't believe that worked. I thought for sure it'd be the wrong option. I thought it'd be a misdirect. It wasn't. It wasn't! Pit me as a Hortor. Well, I'm glad we listened and glad you persisted. So there's something to those old prophecies after all. I shouldn't wonder. Pig-headed battle mages don't pay attention to Lady Azura's portents as they should. And you are the Fortal Nerevarine? Well then, you shall be our Hortor. You have my vote and my blessing and this scroll. It will come in handy where you're going. Seven Golden Saint, thank you. You have a lovely day. I think it's time for you to leave. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Agane. Back to the stage of the Mora. Yeah. Okay. And you I already talked to Mr. Strathis. What about you? Now it sounds important. You have to speak to Master Naloth about this. Tell Naga, Master Naloth's tower, is right in the center of Sage of the Mora. I've already talked to him. Alright, I think that's everyone except for yours. Speak to Master of the Gothern about this, and right away, his tower, Telarune, lies in the northwest of Sage of the Mora. Telarune.
May I help you?
So we gotta basically kill him. And by northwest, he means west. To be clear. Let me be clear, fades have existence. Door. Hi, Gotham. I do not intend for you or to even be the Tavani Horatory. Okie dokie. So if I just straight up kill you out of nowhere. Eh! Die! Oh god! I died. Okay, note to self, cannot kill him
No.
super quickly. Unless we use this, maybe. Extravagant shoes and robe. What? I died? To what? What did I do?
Go away.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just do that again. I didn't even realize my health was low. I'll do it. Alright, let's go back. Sadrith Mora. Actually, I think I'm supposed to go to... I already got Niloth, right? Finally got Master Niloth to listen to me, gave me his vote. Yeah, I already got Master Niloth. So I just need to go to my boss and tell him I'm ready for everyone. Everyone's ready to vote for me. So a vote for me is a vote for free school lunch. I think people were like, "Oh, this is a super idea," and now everyone's like, "Why don't we have this?" That door looked like the back of a dinosaur for a second. Oh well. Oh, Master, I'm back. What's his face is dead. Excuse me. God, I hate the guards so much. I fucking hate the NPCs so much. I'm back. Yeah. Tell Arun, tell Voss, tell Mora, tell Benora, tell Naga. Right in the center of Sage of Mora. I'm pretty sure I've got all 5. On the mainland. Oh no. Tel Orin, Tel Aranyan, Tel Auda, Tel Verin, Tel Dars, and Tel Thinum. Tel Verin is at the center of Alt Basara. Tel Dars is the seat of the Gal Sedrith, south of Port Telvanus, and Tel Thinum, of course, looms over Port Telvanus itself. Oh god. I can't go that much longer. I thought for sure I was almost done. Oh fuck. Brown Book of Great House, Telvani. Okay. Fuck. Ah. Good question then. So, I don't know where these other places are. Ah, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to. Oh wait, it said mainland. I think it means that's an addition from. Okay, that's an addition from that. Okay. Do I have to talk to all of them too? Then because I added Tamriel rebuilt.
Yes, Outlander.
Don't tell me that's the case. Um, give me my own vote for Hodor Telvanni, but you must get the votes of all the surviving counselors. Oh no. Oh no, this is scary. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I killed him, so let's look at the journal real quick.
Worthy of your attention.
Okay, so we start with Master Aryan on our side. Then we had to get Ballas, Naloth. I think Balladus, Naloth, Aryan, that is Jata, and Thorina. Got and Dretha. Oh, I don't think I have Thorina. Yeah, Mr. Strata, Naloth. Okay, I'm just missing one, I think. Thorina. Telbranora. Okay. I thought I went there though. Huh. Maybe I didn't actually get her consent though. Dretha. Sloth. You have Dracula right there from the other page. Oh no, I got the Rena. Dracula was the one that was like, I don't like men. That's what it was. Okay. So I've got all of them. I'm maybe Tamriel Rebuild does require you to talk to the, make it where you're required to talk to all the ones on the Tamriel Rebuild part of the map. Please, for the love of God, move. Oh my God, I hate you. Thank you. Balladus. Just a few minutes from here, there's a shorter cut. Go to the dungeon, the Quama Queen there. It's blight disease. If you wish, I can teach you a spell to cure blight that you can cast on the Queen. Ah, sure. Erevar. I've read all that before. Ah. Do I really have to do the mainland ones too? Oh, that would suck. Okay, we'll do that next time. Because I can't stay longer. We have to go to the mainland. God damn it. We'll get to the island first, though. Yeah. There we go. All right, we'll get next to this tower over here, or whatever, and then we'll. Fuck. I don't know. Eh. I think about right here.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
Hi, Rathra. It's a pleasure to meet you. Fly Horcher. No, your pretext mattered little to me. You mean further encroach on your house in the interest of the Empire. This will not pass. If you do not put an end to your scheming, I will kill you. So, like, I just kill her, right?
Now you die!
I mean, that's what I got. That's what I had to do with the last person who would never accept me, right? I like your robe. That's nice. I'll take the gloves too. cephalopod stuff. Weird. Anyways, I gotta go. We can maybe go to one more. We find it quickly. That one, Teloran. Eh! Teloran, I love him. I won't. I'll forget. Whee! If I remember right, we don't need to go all the way to the top for this one. Because they're right in here.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an
Hi,
honor.
Faruna. I was not expecting guests, but I suppose I can tolerate a break. You have my vote. Fantastic. Now we're gonna call it for now. I can't believe we have to do this. I hate. I hate Tamriel. Rebuilt. I said rebirth earlier, didn't I? Why? Why? Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me, whether it was here now, earlier, or later. I appreciate it all the same. It's raining in my face. And I still have stuff I have to go take care of. So, tomorrow's still Breath of the Wild because I'm not changing that schedule. I still needed. I'm a little further behind in it than I thought I'd be. So I need to keep up with it. But Monday, I have no idea what we'll do. If anything, I might not be able to stream on that day. Is the thing, but we'll see. I won't bother you with the details because it's iffy, anyways. So I might stream, I might not on Monday. I don't know. Anyways, until then, take care. Have a lovely day, lovely night, whatever it may be for you. Until next time. Bye bye.